Thank you again, everybody, for coming out. We're looking for a huge event this Friday night at the Northlands Expo Center. It is MFC 25, the Maximum Fighting Championships. We are just shy now, and we are moving in very close to our 19th straight sellout. Extremely excited about moving into a brand new venue. The Expo Center is without a doubt one of the top facilities in the country. Very excited about moving in to the Expo Center and providing what is without a doubt one of the top MMA cards in the history of Canada. This talent level on this card is through the roof. Making his MFC debut, and certainly one of the premier athletes anywhere in the world of mixed martial arts, from the American top team in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Mr. Wilson Gouveia.
Very exciting to be fighting Canada, first time in Canada. So I just heard a lot of good things about the Canadian fans. They love MMA. I'm very excited to be fighting MFC also. It's the biggest organization in Canada, and I feel very proud to be part of this great organization. And I like to challenges, and I think Mr. Jim was a challenger for me going up to 205 again. And I feel very comfortable. That's my way. I feel very happy, very healthy, fighting 205. And like I say, Mr. Jimmo, he's got a great record. He's a big guy for 205. He's got to cut a lot of weight, I guess. And I just feel very exciting. I can't wait to be on Friday night and ready to perform in front of the great fans. Thank you.
And Wilson, just one more for you as well. This is an opportunity for you to fight Ryan Jimmo, as you mentioned, but Ryan has won 12 straight fights, obviously has a big following here in Edmonton. You're coming in and playing the role of predator on a guy's home turf. How do you feel about that opportunity?
I think the pressure is on him. He's like you say, he's a hometown guy, and it's going to be a lot of pressure on him. He knows that there's a lot of pressure on him, and he's got a great record, but I think he never faced a guy like me. I have a lot of experience. I've faced a lot of tough, opponents before, and like I say, he's a tough opponent, and I respect him a lot. I know that he's going to come, put his heart on the line, and I think it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a war.
I think a lot of the local media will know this guy. He's an unbelievable fighter who has won 12 straight fights and is very close to getting in position for a shot at the MFC light heavyweight title. Mr. Ryan Jimmo.
Definitely, Wilson's a very aggressive, fearless fighter, but I know in my heart that he did not prepare for this fight the way I did. So it'll be an exciting fight Friday.
Talk about your preparation, then obviously you feel very confident about going into this fight. What's taking you up a level?
14 weeks of preparation, just turned to a whole another level of training, like training until you almost pass out, fall over, collapsing because you're exhausted. I eat, sleep, and train. It's 3 hours in the morning, I nap in the afternoon, and 3 more hours in the evening. So I'm very doubtful that he trained as hard as I did for this bout.
All right, well, we do know that Wilson comes from one of the best teams in all of the United States at the American top team, so we will see who has trained the best for Friday night's light heavyweight bout between Wilson Gouveia and Ryan Jimmo. MFC, we are very excited to welcome for the very first time from Murrieta, California, Jesse JT Money Taylor. For the second time here in the MFC from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Mr. Thales Leites. And Jesse, one of the attributes that I know Mark has liked about you is your style of fighting and your aggression. Can you talk a little bit about your style and how that will play up against Thales Leites?
Well, I'm first really honored to be here, and it was an awesome opportunity when he came up. Really excited to be fighting him. It's a big fight for me to get back in the limelight, get back in the picture, and yeah, I'm going to win the fight. That's what I want to do, definitely.
A lot of the insiders are predicting that Thales has too much skill for you to overcome. How do you go up against those words?
I guess we just got to see about that.
All right, well, we'll find out, and let's find out from Thales Leites how he feels his skill will match up against Jesse Taylor's predominant wrestling skills.
So, first of all, I'm very proud to be here, and I know Jesse Taylor. I follow his career for a long time, and I think he's a very dangerous opponent. His wrestling is very good, his cardio, and Mark was right. He did every time excellent and exciting fight. He looks for the fight every time, and I like it. But I train a lot. I had an excellent training camp. I'm feeling great. I'm healthy, and let's wait until the time to fight.
And Talus, you're coming off a win here in the MFC against Dean Lister. Not the most exciting fight. I know you were hoping for a little bit more action. I don't think there's any doubt that you're going to get more action from Jesse Taylor. How do you feel about more of a aggressive fight?
Yeah, each fight has his own style, you know. Dean Lister is a very tough opponent, and his ground game is excellent, you know. And I can't even blink because he can do a lot of things, you know. He already proved this, and so like I said, each fighter has his own style, and Jesse Taylor's style is very aggressive, and this is good for me, and this is good for the show.
All right, that will be the main event on Friday night. Jesse Taylor against Talus Leites in the MFC middleweight ranks. To my far right, one of the most exciting welterweight fighters anywhere on the planet. He comes to fight every single night, and expect huge fireworks with him on Friday night when he meets Pete Spratt from Florida, Luigi Fioravante.
Thanks for everybody for coming out. You know, Friday is going to be a real exciting fight between me and Pete. You know, it's a great opportunity that I have in front of me to fight a fighter like Pete. You know, he's been around for a while. He's a veteran in the sport. But I think his time is done, and I think my time is now.
We're very much looking forward to this card on Friday night. It's going to be action-packed, definitely the most exciting card in the history of Canadian MMA.
Thanks everybody for coming. This is close to our 19th sellout. We still have a few tickets available, but we doubled the size of our venue from the past. I'm really excited about this card because everybody that's sitting up on this here, I picked myself. Our organization is growing at a, you know, someone said the other day, they said, you know, you're an overnight success. And I said, overnight success? I said, we've been doing this for 11 years, 16 hours a day. So I guess if that's overnight, right? I'm really excited about the card on Friday. There's a lot of things that are going to take place between great fighters. I brought in Wilson Gouveia because he's one of my favorite fighters, so I signed him to a 2-fight contract with us. He also knocked out Jason McDonald when I was training Jason McDonald. I had a front row seat for that, so I really think there's something special about him. I think there's something more special at him at 205 than 185, and that's what really excited me about signing to our organization at 205 pounds. I think that's better suited for him. I don't think anybody at 205 can, in my opinion, he's going to be one of the most difficult people to deal with. I don't care what show, what place, anywhere. At 205, he's extremely dangerous, and Mr. Jimmo has his hands, you know, his work cut out for him. Ryan Jimmo's won 12 fights in a row, and you know, I put him in a position. He's been getting lots of flack. He's going to get lots of flack for winning fights. It's amazing in this business that you'll see that type of thing. And Mr. Jimmo has gone along very quietly, no trash talking, no nothing. And he lives here in Edmonton, and he's, in my opinion, one of the top 20 205 pounders in the world. And his style is very difficult to deal with. He's extremely intelligent, and I'll tell you, this fight, this is the one that most people have been talking about or emailing about, and they see that there's only one way or one direction this fight can go in. Mr. Gouveia attacks, and Mr. Jimmo is a counterpuncher. So it's going to be a very interesting fight to see what happens on Friday night, but I'm very excited about it. And whoever wins that fight will fight for the 205 title in the next event. So the winner out of that fight. Of course, in the main event, we have Jesse JT Money Taylor and Talus Leites. I like JT Money because I know he's the kind of guy that's going to come and fight. He's not going to lay down. He's not going to flop to guard. He's going to come and fight. That's why I brought him to the MFC. I mean, he's a dynamic fighter. He was in town recently fighting, and he disposed of the person he was fighting very quickly, and that's what brought him to my attention. So now he's fighting with us, and I'm very excited about having him here with us. And of course, he's fighting Talus Leites. I mean, it's still, in my opinion, in the top 10 in the world in the 185-pound division. He keeps winning. He's charming, and he's an all-around really good guy. And at the same time as he beats people up, and that's what I'm excited to see on Friday night. So, like I said, I mean, it's the card's stacked from top to bottom. I know it sounds like a cliche. It sounds like a cliche that, you know, we're the biggest show in the country. It's a cliche that, you know, we've sold out 18 straight shows. But these are cliches that come when you sell out, you know, as many shows as we did, and you work as hard as our family does. I thank everybody for coming. Like I said, May 7th, this Friday night, the most exciting fight card that our family's ever put together. And like I said, I guarantee that this is by far the biggest fight card that's ever came to Edmonton. And whatever follows us, good luck to you. Thank you.